Hello everybody and welcome once again to RefCam. My name is Stevie Wizard. I'm a professional wrestling referee, a sometime ring announcer and fan of the Bucky Rage. If you've never listened to Bucky Rage, you should do so. They supply the opening theme to RefCam and they come highly recommended. I'm forever indebted to them for allowing me to use their music and they're well worth a listen. So today I'm going to be heading off to Glenrothes to appear for the Worldwide Wrestling League. It's their biggest show of the year, biggest show of the past 10 years actually. It's a Wrestlution VII, which is their 10-year anniversary show, which is quite the milestone, I'm sure you'll admit. As a consequence, the boat has been pushed out somewhat. There are some awesome matches lined up for the show. Last night, of course, I was with W3 Allan Hoik. If you've seen the previous episode, RefCam episode 4, then you'll know that the ring was delayed. The ring had to come from Glenrothes down to Hoik. There was a couple of accidents on the way, so as a consequence, the ring was there late. The fans were late in getting in, but even though the fans didn't really seem to mind, like nobody seemed that bothered once they got in and the show started. They seemed happy enough. Nobody left early or anything like that. As far as we were, nobody complained or moaned about it. I mean, they were treated to 5 really good matches, so I mean, they got their money's worth definitely, and I'd definitely say it was well worth waiting for. So it kind of worked out in the end. There's a bit of a shame that there was a delay, but you know, it worked. Again, everybody seemed happy enough, and hopefully we'll get back to Hoik in the future at some point. But like I say, today at Glenrothes, it's the show that W3 has been building to for at least the past year, if not more. Your main event sees Allan Grogan defending the W3L title against both Nathan Reynolds and Mike Musso in a triple threat match. That should be all kinds of fun. There's also a ladies triple threat match. Carmel defends her title against Sarah and Kaylee Ray. It's the first time they've ever wrestled in a triple threat match anywhere. So all women's wrestling fans, if you didn't get to see it, history in the making, then, well, if you don't follow us now, you should have come along. There's like a ladder match as well on the show and loads of other things. But it promises to be something quite spectacular and I'm really looking forward to it. It's in the Rothes Hall, which I think is quite a big venue, so obviously expecting like a decent sized crowd, which should be good. Be a nice way to celebrate W3L's 10-year anniversary with like a packed house, you know what I mean? But no, it should be a lot of fun. So I mean, it's currently just gone like about 11:30. I'm not quite sure I'm getting there yet. I think I'm getting a lift, but I'm told that somebody's going to get in touch with travel arrangements, but I'll keep you informed as to how that happens. But yeah, it'll be a case of heading over to Glenrothes and we'll take it from there. So finally here in the Rothes Hall in Glenrothes. This is in a shopping centre. How weird is that? The venue's in the shopping centre. But I've come in. First I got up the stairs. Now, no, look at this, right? Turn this round so I can see what I'm doing. Right there is the ring to the balcony, right? There's the very good Mr. Euan Mackie. Look how close I can zoom in, that's fantastic. So yeah, they're preparing. Basically I've somehow managed to find my way up here. And just to find my way down, but I think there's a flight of steps there. Make my ignominious entrance. In fact, I'm going to film myself walking down the steps, right? Just to see, let me just grab my stuff. Because this needs documented, this is like the big W3L show. So let's wander. I don't even know if I've come in the right way. But there we go, down some steps here. This probably isn't as exciting for you as it is for me. And I apologise for it being shaky, but I'm doing my best. You know what I mean? I should probably zoom in a wee bit. Okay. Yeah, it's a massive drop. It hasn't quite gone the way I intended to, but hang on. I've no idea how much that you caught, if anything. I just had to jump down like a flight of bleachers due to my inability to find the right door, but I'm here anyway. And well, so there's some of the people here. Here's the ring. There's John, the legend that is John Short, getting his instructions. Must be our entranceway. This is pretty impressive. And up there, the second richest prize, the golden ticket, which has writing on the other side, but I'm not going around to film it, so Well, well, well. Nice. Looks like a nice setup. Let's hope we can get a decent crowd to go along with it. Okay, this is a touch weird, me filming myself in the mirror, but I wanted to show you the changing rooms. This is the flyer for tonight. You see that? There you go. Let me zoom in. Doors at 5 o'clock. Nice. It's 4:20 now, so we've got a bit of time. I really want to show this. This is the room we're in. Getting changed in here. Proper theatre and everything. This is ace. Now, this is where we've got to go. It's very Spinal Tap into a second door. Got to come down this corridor, past other dressing rooms. Like, there's number 3. There's number 1. Go to this door. We'll turn this way. Oh, people in the way, spoiling my lovely long camera shot.
Why are you doing a long camera shot?
Because I wanted to show everybody the distance between the changing room and the actual ring.
Oh no, no.
Come through here, look. You can see they've had the painters in especially. We go down a flight of stairs. And down another flight of stairs. And again. If you can see that, it says to stage. So I go through the door. The backstage area, check all this out. It's mental, there's stuff everywhere. Proper theatrical stuff here, like. So I have to come along here, past this roller door, turn, through here, cherry picker, that's not part of the show. Behind the pull-up banners, in there, to the ring. How outrageous. That is like such a distance to walk, isn't it? That is massive. But that's fine. I'll be out for most of the show anyway. Imagine having to run up and down that all the time. Bloody hell, man. Don't envy them. So yeah, doors are at 5. Like I say, we've got about 40 minutes. So yeah, let's hope they file in. I mean, if you have a look here, there's a lot of seats there. There's Craig, working hard. There's a few more seats over there. You know, the ladies don't really watch the match being rehearsed. Yeah. So let's hope all the seats are filled.
Is this for your home video?
Oh!
Can I be on your home video?
Hang
Hi!
on, let me film you. Hang on, let me stand back so we can see everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nathan Reynolds. Call him Nathan.
Hi. General viewer, there is no trick photography, no trick lighting. I am in fact this handsome.
He really is. I'm surprised my camera hasn't cracked due to the handsomeness. You're in the main event, aren't you? You, Allan, Grogan and Mike Russo?
Perhaps.
For the, well, it's advertised, we know that.
Well,
it's for the WTL title.
You never know what'll happen backstage, man. Something bad might happen, I might come down with a bad case of...
Well, I've just been filming from the changing room down to here. It's a long walk. Do you mean somebody could pull a quad, you could trip over
Sadly,
something?
yeah. I might be.
Have you seen the tins of paint upstairs?
I've not.
No. Because you could trip over one of them. I'm sure your cardio is fine though.
Well, I had been doing the insanity workout, yo. Oh, here he comes, I don't like him.
Oh, this is going to get a bit awkward. Kayfabe being busted here, Allan Grogan. The WTL champion.
I've lost my title belt before it starts.
I hope you mean like metaphorically, not literally.
No, just literally.
Oh, right, okay.
It'd be much worse if it was metaphorical.
Well, I think as a champion, for all you represent, you don't really need the belt. It's just, you know, that's kind of like the icing on the cake, but it's the cake that's important.
To be honest, I'm kind of getting a bit sick of it, taking it through airport security and stuff like that, so...
Yeah, all those flights from Dundee to Glenrothes, that does take a, you know...
Say, anywhere but Scotland.
Anywhere but Scotland.
Happily, I'm a Scottish hero, so I don't want to...
This is very true. Well, if you are a promoter from south of the border and you want to book Allan Grogan, get in touch.
Don't bother, because I don't give a shit anymore.
Okay.
Is this for real?
It's fine, you can swear. Somebody called me a cunt in another episode, so it's fine.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's the people, really.
The people, right, okay, that's fine.
Just, you have to speak to them, and no, I don't like it. Thanks very much.
This is fine. Thank you, Allan. Good luck with your match tonight, then. So, the show has just ended. As usual in WCL, it's always hectic. I was taking the Polaroids during the break, so I didn't get a chance to film anything then. 6 matches, all really good. The crowd in Glenrothes ate it up. They were like rabid from the start. It was really, really hot in that ring, it has to be said. Really, really hot. But we got through it. Ladder match was really good. New women's champion in the form of Sarah. During the match, I got speared by Carmel, and not in a good way. Bit sore ribs, but you know, I'll survive, I'm sure. Tag belt stay with the Coffees. Nathan Reynolds is your new heavyweight champion. One of the matches involved the man that's actually behind this camera. Well, not behind it as in holding it, but behind where I'm standing. You know what I mean? I'll turn so you can see him. That's the one and only very good Mr. Euan G. Mackie.
Hiya.
Hello, Euan. How are you?
Hello.
Let me just come in a bit. My camera work's not great, so I'll move in a bit closer. So earlier tonight, it was you against former best friend and guest tag team partner of Taylor Bryden, former Disco Biscuit partner for Eddie the Funk. Sadly, you took the loss in this one, but I mean, he did have to basically powerbomb you off the top rope to get it.
To win.
Yeah.
Which, if I'm honest, I think a lesser man would not have been able to hold on for that long.
That's just true.
Because he hit me hard a lot.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think I hit him hard back. But
I mean, you gave it your best shot, definitely.
I did.
You nailed him with, like, I don't see your best moves because that sounds like really cheesy, but you certainly blew effluence in his face.
Yes.
You know, which I didn't disqualify you for, but we'll let that slide. But you know,
if somebody's ill and they're ill in the ring or they're ill in and outside of it, and it's a bit disgusting, I think they like it because the Glenrothes crowd do that frequently anyway. So I also thought we had it with the shiny hiney, which nearly blew him away.
yes,
That was a proper.
that got a good reaction.
Shinsuke Nakamura as well.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Just the Bomberye
Bomberye.
the Bomberye setup and knocking him down. Although I have no regrets because I went out there and dished out my arsenal.
Quite literally.
Quite literally, and gave him everything that was required to dispatch of somebody so bland, kick pad wearing individual.
I mean, it's fair to say that he's really Taylor Bryden is completely can remodelled himself. Obviously, as part of Disco Biscuits, he had on the leopard print
Yeah.
type, the same kind that you sort of still wear as like a nod to your previous life, if you like. But he has since changed and become a bit more serious. He changed his name, obviously, he doesn't caper about as much, he's got on the trunks, the kick pads. Yeah, you could argue a bit, you know, the same as everybody else, but I mean, he makes it work for him, and he's had a fair bit of success.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for me personally, and I've said this to him before, I always kind of regretted the fact that Disco Biscuits never got that chance to kind of have their match with each other to like end the team properly. You sort of just diverged and went your separate ways, but I guess this puts a full stop to the end of the team, doesn't it? I mean, like, or any chance of ever getting back together.
Certainly hope so. But, who knows? Because I think I let him into something that was, I would say it was very different for him. He could wrestle 101 guys who are all trying to be like 101 other guys, who are all in turn being like 101 other guys, and there's loads of them. They're all bits and pieces of carbon copy, but of other people. Sometimes they pick and choose the best bits and the worst bits. I don't think he would have found a match quite like that with anybody else.
No, it's just true.
Especially in Scotland and England. I'm going to say that because everything that I'm doing just now, everything that is me, is my best communication to the world of why I'm inside, comes out that way. And I think that you got to see the strange moveset, I guess. You got to see my strange technique, my own unique technique, and he can go and wrestle with a guy who might do a little Charlie Chaplin kick when he reverses a wrist lock, or do that before he forearms or whatever he wants to do when like shaved head and a singlet and everything like that. Or you can look deep into yourself, and that's what I've done. And if I'm going to be put out there with to be mirror images, or not even mirror images, that's not what I'm looking for, to be opposites of each other, to be on different sides of the spectrum. He took it one way, I took it the other way. The difference is the way I'm going, or the way that I have been going, I can keep going. And I can keep going there without any restraint, anything holding me back, because there are no more rules anymore. For him, he's found he's plateaued, he's found the height, the zenith of where he'll be. And if we ever meet again in the future, it's because he's come back down the scale to join me. Because he's walking a path that's been treaded by 1 million footsteps, by 1 million people who already who already macheted their way through the jungle. And they may be bathed as well, they would probably be quite hot in the jungle. What I've done is I've taken a spoon and I've gone in a completely opposite direction and tried to hack my own way through the jungle. And what I find are things that people have maybe seen before, they've heard about, legend, and some of it I've never seen before. But I prefer to take the teaspoon mind you, and hack my way through this metaphorical jungle to find maybe I'll find nothing, but I'm certainly enjoying the ride. He can join me, as many others could. It's up to him. If he wants to keep going that way, fine. he can be stacked constantly on the ongoing pyre that is of professional wrestling. When he reaches a point where someone else can take his place, they will. I'd like to see someone try and take my place.
Well, I mean, obviously you do work for like a number of different companies through Scotland, even England as well. Sticking with the W3L theme right now, because obviously we are here at Wrestlution VII. What's next? Where do you go in W3L? I mean, do you have any specific goals? I mean, have you got your eye on the new heavyweight champion Nathan Reynolds? You know, have you got your eye on that golden ticket perhaps?
I know Nathan Reynolds. I've known Nathan Reynolds for years, and he was always perhaps the lost student of 2007 or 2006 actually, because when he came to the fold, everyone sang his praises. He already had proved in other promotions that he was good in the early stages of his training and development. However, he wasn't from the West. You know, he didn't have the celebration over him. He had to work for what he found, and he became very disheartened when everyone got to be a superstar eventually. Now anyone's a superstar, but in those days he had to work for it, and the work that came up affected his nature, it affected his vision, it affected, not his actual vision for seeing, but it affected his vision of what he thought wrestling was, and he had everything he needed, and it slowly got ripped away from him, and it was his emotions that got the better of him. Now he's on top again, now he's a champion, but can he do anything about the last couple of years since 2006? That's 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years.
7 years he was good at the start, and then he took a slump. He got back in, but has he run out of time? Because it's fast, it's furious, it hits you so hard and then it's gone. What can he do? And then I say to myself, sometimes in private and sometimes to people, but they're usually listening, I feel that people put a lot of worth into title belts, and that's good. That's they're supposed to indicate prestige and strength and everything else, but I care more about my mask, my beautiful hat and my goggles and my clothing that I wear. I would be devastated if my mask broke, and it has before, but it always gets glued back together. And you look at the multiple title belts around Scotland and the rest of the world, there's no way you can hold every single title belt there's ever been in your lifetime now. There are so many titles. So any wrestler watching this, or person who wants to be a wrestler, why put so much worth in a title belt when sometimes what you do and what memories you leave behind or your acts have greater resonance? So if I rise to the top of W3L and take the championship belt, it's more than just a championship belt I can wear on my shoulder for pictures. It's more than just a championship belt that I can decide to carry like that, like a certain other superstar might do. What I decide when I have the belt is, come on then, I'm now in charge, I'm now in the top spot. I'd like to see what you bring before me. If it's the same old nonsense, perhaps you'll win with the same old nonsense, perhaps you'll win with the same old manoeuvres and things you've watched off the television or your favourite wrestler used to do, or stuff you've made up yourself. Congratulations. What I would like to see, the man that should maybe really be a champion, the man or woman, is the one who can astound me just with the thought and the instinct and essence they bring forth. That's someone who should be a champion. But I'm completely, I think, alone in that belief. So my belief and understanding of the whole thing is it is just medals on a leather strap, or if it's a W3L title, on a furry strap, which is good because it's going to get cold soon. This is November, it's going to be December soon. So if I can win that belt hopefully in December, then I'll be what?
Well, there is that Christmas show in Leaving.
Yes.
On the 28th.
There is. My plans, I refuse to divulge entirely.
No, that's fine. I'll be honest with you folks, I'm not even sure if I'm on that Christmas show and Leaving. I might not. If I am, obviously, it'll be a thank you for your vote of confidence. Obviously I'll have that as well in the episodes of RefCam sometime in the future. So now I need to get changed because I'm still in my ref shirt. As you can see, she's really going to help with the ring. They're doing the backstage passes in another part of the building. If you watched episode 4, you saw a little bit of the backstage passage from Hoik, so I'm not going to bother filming that. Partly because I don't actually know where the room is, which makes it a little on the tricky side. But like, as you saw earlier on, it's quite a hike to get from the changing room here all the way down the ring. It's like 9 flights of stairs and 300 miles and loads of paint tins. So that's it, so I'm going to get changed. And yeah, in summation, it was a really good show. It's coming out on DVD at some point in the future. Head to the WTL website for more information on that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the day, I reckon. And so, By the time I've got back downstairs after resting, because like it was like an oven in that ring, it really was. I got downstairs and look at this. Everything's gone. Let's zoom in. There's Danny Boy from WCL. He was just here in this auxiliary role tonight. There's a couple of black bags. Yeah, they're just, you know, right. This venue looks weird when there's like no ring in it, doesn't it?
I don't like the chairs. Actually.
Look how many seats there were. Not a big fan of the chairs. No?
What?
Not a big fan of the chairs.
No, they're just in a weird place. I think if you've been like.
The side ones, you mean?
Yeah, it looks.
We're
weird.
getting expert feng shui
Maybe
from.
maybe if the stairs were on the other side.
Oh yeah. Oh, well.
Because the chairs would be, but I feel like imagine you sat in that wee corner, people far away. I'm changing.
Well, we can pass your thoughts on to Glenrothes, you know.
Just email a really angry email.
Yeah. You know, thanks for the interior design advice, you know, Christina. It's fine. Thanks for the interior design advice.
That's okay.
You know, so.
At every venue I'll provide you with my interior designs.
Thank you. I never really expected to have interior design ideas on the ref cam, but
Wizard to film just how much Christina has lathered her pants.
I was going to try to ignore that, but she has kind of laddered them. But then, I think you and you'll find that was an honour of tonight's ladder match.
It was. Oh no, where am I going?
Oh, it's been posted. Rory Steel, congratulations on your match tonight. Careful, this is going to go on YouTube, so if you're going to say something that's going to incriminate you.
Come and speak to you.
Okay, hang on, right. I'm going to turn this off.